Grand Rising loves, this is the altar spread for the collective today. And so just like my son said, I love how he says that. He goes, can't believe it when the same cards show up again. Like, what are the odds? Because he's so number oriented and mathematical and methodical. He's got this beautiful science visionary mind. And so when he brings notice to mystical things that happen to me, I love that. In a validating way, his science mind, he's like, what are the odds? He goes, literally, like the probability of that, and he goes through it. And so this showed up yesterday. And so again, it's in its upright position, love and power. And it contains all the sacred geometry, the beautiful straight triangular lines of masculine energy and the beautiful circular swirls of feminine. And you see the lightning bolts around, right? Because when these powers align, they are ironclad strength with the power of lightning. And when you move anything through love, which I believe to be the true alchemy, all energy is transmuted through that power. But in the past, power has been misused and abused to destroy, to control, to contain. And we are being asked to reevaluate how we're using love and power. Are you using it to capture, to control? Are you still using it to manipulate? Or are you actually using it to transmute energy into something more beautiful, into unification, into the joining of power? And so people don't realize that our power was stolen to control us, to disempower us. And if we return to that original state of love, we empower each other. There is no one above or beneath. We become unified in that love and power. So just reevaluate your intention. How are you moving through your human experience? And Jaguar. This speaks to me on an individual level. I had discovered only this year that I am a Nahuel. And so Black Jaguar is very deep medicine for me. But what she represents is the stealthiness of moving through dark spaces, unknown spaces, with the surety of fierceness, but not in a defensive way or offensive way. She moves through there in a fierce way, knowing not only is she protected, but she is sure-footed. And so this is telling us to move through spaces that are unknown to us, to forge new space, even in the darkness, and to know that not only are we protected, but it's okay to drop our defenses and to experience all the new discoveries that are being shown to us in a fierce way. That's what the medicine of Jaguar brings. And so water is basically giving the same message, but in a much gentler way than Jaguar. If you think about water, water is the only element, and by the way, this didn't show up in stone form today. I mean, the whole damn element showed up. That's intense. But if you think about water, water has been scientifically proven to hold memory. So this is memory of all time. Water is wise. Water is life. Water is what our earth suit is mainly composed of. So think about this. Now, water is also the only element that can exist in all sacred geometry forms. Also, all elemental forms, solid, liquid, gas. And so when you think about water, its path is never thwarted, ever. So if you have a water droplet that comes from the sky and all of a sudden she is frozen in that path, her path then does not stop. She falls to the ground as a beautiful crystallized flake. And there she waits until she's warm enough to melt into the earth, but eventually will evaporate back into that water droplet. She may change form, but never changes. And so that's the message of water, that anytime we are mounted with obstacles, we just continue to flow and to accept everything. So to go into the unknown fiercely, in a fierce way, fearlessly, like Jaguar is telling us to do. But this is saying, just flow. So a lot of times people think that this beautiful big cat is talking about coming through like with this really deep, innate, primal roar ready to attack, and that's not what she represents, though she very much can. And that's part of that fearlessness of Jaguar, that she can summon that deep, primal protection anytime she needs it. But really, it's the flow state of water that she represents. So do it. Just flow. And the beautiful Palhikmana, the medicine of the butterfly Kachina, she has showed up for us before. And remember, what she brings in is the promise of light after a period of darkness, and to restore our ease of life after trials, and to not think that we're going to stay in that state, but to also know that we are renewed in that state. And so, like I've been doing for the past week, I just want to say the prayer for this. So if you can shake out your shoulders, and let's take a deep collective breath. Release with an audible sigh. Close your eyes and stay connected to my voice. I give thanks for the sacred soul medicine of the butterfly Kachina, to the ever-renewing power of life. I honor all that I have been through, for it has brought me to this moment. Now I am strong, wise, compassionate, and empowered. I accept life and am ready for the rebirth that is happening now in my own soul and in the world. May divine love support successful transitions for our world. May all beings move into love, freedom, peace, and happiness. I embrace this moment. So be it.